What's up, you guys? It's your girl Tasia. I'm back. I know I've been saying I'm finna post on Sundays, but I'm sorry, y'all. I've really been playing. I forgot the reason for this past Sunday. I know the previous Sunday I was with my man celebrating Valentine's Day, but this Sunday, I went to church. Update, y'all. I haven't been in church in a little minute in the physical aspect when it comes to church. I still am very spiritual. I pray to God daily, numerous times a day, and I still like tune into like virtual church, and virtual Bible study and stuff. But physically going to church, it's been a little minute. I ain't even gonna hold you. I feel like once COVID came, I would dibble and dabble. Like I would come. I remember there was even a viral meme. And it was like Sundays is now for brunch. Like back when COVID was like prime time, and I was really me, y'all. Like I wasn't really going to church because I was born and raised in the church, going there like religiously. But yeah, once COVID hit, I literally like I literally just started going on brunch like every Sunday. Like every Sunday was like my thing. I was like, gotta go to brunch, like period. Yeah, you guys. So I don't know if you guys follow me on TikTok, but you should if you haven't already. I feel like that's where most of my singing shorts come from. My shorts in general is from TikTok. So if you're not following me already on TikTok, you need to be following me. Also on Instagram, period. It's all the same name for everything. Get like underscore Tasia. So recently on my TikTok, y'all, I don't be thinking people really be watching me, like for real, cause like my videos, like they haven't been going like crazy. They're like a good amount, like I feel like starting out, but not crazy. So I haven't been taking the singing thing too seriously with some of the videos because it's like no one's really been seeing it. But this recent video, guys, it blew up. I think it was almost like, not as like for some people, like it wasn't completely blown up, but it was about 3,000 views, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And I like woke up to like crazy comments, people coming at me about my voice, this, that, and the third. And I was like, dang, y'all, like, and I'm not even gonna say it's my best take, but I know genuinely I can sing, and I know people can hear me sing. Maybe I should have picked a different song, obviously, to like show and broadcast my voice. But it's okay. You live and you learn. I'm a new singer. I'm just getting started. I'm learning these things. So yeah, that had happened, and that's the first time. Cause like I'm real low key. Like I just started YouTube the past 2 months. Like I really started getting into social media the past 2 months. I'm real like low key in my bubble. So when I was seeing all those comments, I was like, dang, y'all. But at least there was some people in the comments defending me. Like, I did see some people in the comments. I was like, no, y'all, I've heard her other videos and she can really sing. She just picked the wrong song. Which I did. They was, like, I don't know where those people came from. Like, people barely be watching my, it'd be like a decent amount, but that much and that many comments, it's like, dang, only when it's the hate. When I sound good, it's no comments, no likes. But it is what it is. At least I take it as a good thing because it definitely, I feel like, gave a little bit of promo and like boosted my page a lot more, which I'm definitely thankful for. And plus it shows that I have the access to get into the algorithm if I just stay more consistent. So that's definitely a positive. I feel like it definitely gave me some promo for my page. So it's working out. But yeah. But yeah, so I had left a comment because when I had woke up to all those comments, I was like, dang, y'all really comment at me. So I had like let it be known in the comment section on my YouTube, not YouTube, on my TikTok, like, like how the singing, for me at least, is really like for fun. It's something I've always wanted to do but wasn't allowed to do. And I kind of said that in the comments because they was like coming at me kind of crazy. And I was just, even though I already know that was my first and last time doing that. I already know. I'm not the type of person to really engage, especially with people I don't know. That's genuinely how I am. I really don't care. If I don't know you, I really don't care about your opinion. You have a right to your own opinion, so I don't really care. I just said at that time because I feel like that was the first time I was getting interactions from people. So I was just like explaining myself. Like, hey, I just got started singing. Well, let me give y'all the whole story. So like I said, I was going to do a full video on my channel, like explaining like who I am as a person and my backstory and the things that I've been through that allow me to get to where I am right now. So as you guys already know, I already said that I moved about a couple months ago into my new place. So the environment that I was living in was not the healthiest environment, and it's really never been healthy. But I had to save money because I had just gotten out of school to be able to move out of there so I can be in a healthy environment for myself so I can be better. In that environment was a lot of restrictions. There was a lot of things I was not allowed to do, guys. Like a lot of things. Like things that I was passionate about, or things that I just wanted to do in general, I was kind of like told not to. So from the time I was younger, I always felt like I could sing, right? But whenever I would try as a little kid, I'm talking about from a little kid, because I said from the time I was like 3, like people was already saying that they can hear my voice, and I was told like, oh, you have a good listening ear, and you able to. So I knew I had it in me, and I wanted to practice. I wanted to take lessons. I wanted to really build on that. But for some reason, everything happens for a reason, and I'm learning that. I know that God has a bigger plan for me, so it's okay that it didn't happen then because it's happening now. But back when I was a child and I had wanted to sing and I wanted to get into dance, because I'm a really theatrical person. That was my whole goal when I was younger. Like I wanted to be a singer, actress, dancer, like do it all, and just be creative. And I'm just like a really creative person. So that didn't fit well for my family. They weren't with that. They were like they would constantly tell me that I couldn't sing. So that would be in the back of my mind, and that would kind of stop me. Like, oh, you can't sing. Or if I could sing, it was like, you're not going to go far. Like, stick to trying to sing in the church because you're not going to go far with it. And that caused a lot of insecurities in my singing voice. And for that reason, I don't really sing. I'm just starting now to really push myself. So I don't take the criticism personally at all, because I know I'm just getting started. Literally. Like I literally just started when I moved out 2 months ago. So I don't expect my voice to be amazing yet, because it hasn't been used in so long. That instrument has been used. So, but yeah, I was constantly told like I couldn't sing, or I wouldn't make it far with the singing, like just like things to make me feel insecure about myself. And I went through a lot of things in my household with not just that, like even my body, they would constantly tell me like my body wasn't it, like I was shaped this way, I wasn't curvy, I had like, it was just a lot that I went through in my household, where any chance they could get, they were constantly trying to break down my self-esteem. Even if I would have my moment, like, it wasn't like I never sang, but it wasn't like I was too big on just singing out loud in front of people because I was nervous. So only time I would really sing is if I'm like at home really by myself, like just in the shower singing. So I'm not really used to projecting, and that's another thing that I mentioned, I believe, in my TikTok video, is that I don't know how to sing from my diaphragm. I don't know how to. And that's why I'm in the process of getting vocal lessons so I can really work on that. Because I wasn't allowed to project or sing. So I sing like real low a lot of times, and I don't really project. And I'm forcing myself to now, because whenever I would try to project, it was like they didn't want to hear it. Like, Tasia, shut up, or Tasia, we don't want to hear it. So that's the reason why I'm like that now. But like I said, I'm working on it and getting better. But yeah, guys, there's like a lot of change going on in my life. Like, singing is new for me. It's a lot of different things that I'm doing, and I said this in my TikTok, and I'll say it here. I would love for my subscribers and future subscribers to like join me on this journey. This is new for me. I've never done this before. I've never sang before, practiced for hours. I've never done that. This is my first time. Even with me changing careers. I went to school for biotechnology for 4 years at St. Peter's University, and it was something I never wanted to do. Never wanted to do in my life. I was always really smart and good in school in general. Like, that wasn't an issue. But I was kind of like forced into what I wanted to go into. Like, I really didn't have a say. Like, I wanted to do something so different, and that's why now that I was able to, that God freed me from that situation, and that's where I am now, and that's why, like, I've even changed my whole career path. Like, I mentioned in another video, like, I'm getting my real estate license. Because I've always wanted to get into real estate. I want to get into having investment properties and just ways to make money without me having to work super duper hard, you know. But growing up, I wasn't allowed to, like, freely, how do I say it, like, freely voice the things that I want or the things that I want to do, my desires, hobbies, anything like that. I wasn't freely able to do that. So it was already determined, like the way my family would say it, because I was raised in a Christian household, and I'm still a Christian, so my situation never pulled me away from God or anything in that nature. But since I was raised in a Christian household, they use Christianity a lot as their way to control me. And it was a lot of, oh, we're speaking it. Everybody who's been born and raised in the church, you know, like, oh, like, power of the tongue, speak things into existence. So my family in particular would constantly, like, to throw in the fact that, we're speaking over you, that you're a scientist. We're speaking a scientist over your life. We're speaking this over your life, speaking that over your life. Where in actuality, it was just a way to control me. And they were using religion as a way to say, this is what you're going to do. And every time I tried to do something else, because I'm being honest, guys, I never wanted to go to school for biotech. I forced myself through the 4 years. And I'm grateful to God that I was able to persevere and get it done. But it's not something I ever wanted to do. And I'm thankful to God for keeping me mentally stable during that time period. I can go more into my story if you guys really want to know, because I've really been through a lot. And I can say through the experience and the things that I've learned, it's only brought me closer to God, to know that just because your situation looks a certain way, God has something so much bigger and better for you. And I was stuck at my home for 23 years, and it was the hardest thing to have to live through, because I felt like I was living as a different person. Like, I was impersonating somebody. Like, I had to be a scientist. I had to not sing. I couldn't write, because I used to write a lot, but I was the type of kid that wanted a lot of reassurance. Like, does it sound good? Do I sound good? Or is my writing good? Because I used to write a lot. And when I didn't get those, like, the reassurance that I wanted from them, it kind of, like, made me internalize that, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to sing. I'm not good enough to write. I'm not good enough. And as a result, I was literally impersonating somebody else. Like, I don't know who I was during those whole years. Yeah, and it's like now I'm on a different path. I'm literally in real estate classes. I'm singing. I'm trying. I'm projecting my voice. I'm doing what I need to do. But, and I know that God has something amazing for me. I feel like I've been told this my whole life, that God has something amazing for me. And I feel like the life that I lived, it wasn't in vain. I feel like I went through a lot with verbal abuse, mental abuse, spiritual abuse, even sometimes physical abuse. But what I can say is that through it all, and I've been in therapy for like a year and a half, something like that. I can't really think. About a year and a half maybe. And just being able to change my mindset, it really allowed to free me from that situation. So it's definitely been a journey even now, like still trying to figure things out. I had to really recognize when I got here, like, I'm not in survival mode. I'm actually free. Because when I stayed with my family, I had to, like, this past year was really, really bad for me. Really, really bad for me. It was very toxic. It was very it was very stressful for me. They put me through a lot of stress, and they wouldn't make it easy for me. And when I tried to pull back and protect my energy, it was seen as disrespect. But now that I've grown, I understand that with an abuser, that's how they're going to see it. They don't recognize that, hey, maybe my actions is what's causing this person to separate from me. They see it as an attack. Oh, they're not talking to me. Now I'm this. Because the whole thing before I left was like walking on eggshells. Like, they felt like they were walking on eggshells when I stayed at my home for whatever reason, even though I felt like the prisoner when I stayed with my family, because I would just stay in my room all day. Like, if I wasn't at work, I come home from work, just go straight to my room. I speak, obviously, because I had to, but I had to, like, literally just stay in my room all day. Because I knew, like, if I leave my room, I'm just confronted with something. It was just always something, like, just an issue with any and everything. And I'm just glad I'm at a place that I'm healing. I'm moving forward with my life, and I know that God has something for me, and I'm blessed. And, I feel like what really gave me confirmation is when I went to church. I might as well just give it all to you guys. But, no. But anyway, when I had went to church, I was like face to face with my abusers. And the only reason why I went is because I'm still close to my pastor and my first lady. And they've been very helpful when I was going through what I was going through. Like, after the fact, like, once I finally left my house and, like, needed some spiritual guidance, they were the people that I was reaching out to, because I really didn't have anyone in my family, because they're still connected with my family. So it was kind of like I kind of had to, like, leave them alone as well to protect myself. And so when I went to my church that I was raised at, I don't go there mainly because, like, who wants to see, like, I'm literally in the middle of healing from them. I don't want to see them every Sunday. But I had went, and I had seen them, and they both made their way over to speak to me, and I didn't say anything back, because I felt like, you guys don't know the whole story and everything, and I'm trying to be vague only because I don't like to just bash people. That's just not what I get out of it. I don't get anything from saying they did this, they did that, they did that. It's no point. But when I had moved out, the way I had to move out was very hurtful. I wanted to just leave peacefully, but I left with a lot of malice and, like, bad energy and hate. Like, it was not well wishes that they sent me off with. And I just remember being confused. Like, they've been tormenting me while I've been here, like, affecting my mental health. Like, I'm getting out of here, and now it's the same energy because I'm leaving. And like I said, I'm not going to get into what was specifically said or done towards me, but it was a lot that night that I moved out. It was a lot. And when I left them, I made a vow to myself that I was finally going to do everything that I feel like God had put me here on this earth to do, and not do what they want me to do to make them happy. Because that's not how I'm supposed to live. We all have a purpose on this earth. God puts us here for something. And by me fulfilling their purpose and their promise, it wouldn't be aligned to what God has for me. So when I left, I made the vow. That's why I started the YouTube channel, because it's something I've always wanted to do, but I didn't feel safe to do it in the environment I was living at. I didn't feel safe, so I didn't do that. I didn't sing. I didn't record. Guys, I didn't literally do anything. I only went to work and I came back. So now that I have the freedom, that I'm finally away, and I have, like, it's just so much more peaceful to, like, put the focus and the energy into myself, and I see the difference. Like, my hair is growing back, my skin is glowing, I'm losing weight. It's like I see the growth and I see the difference, but I wasn't allowed to be creative or do these things until now. So guys, that's just a little bit into my story. I don't want to go too much into it. If you guys want to know more about my story and what I've been through, because I definitely feel like what I've been through can encourage the next person. I've been through a lot, and I'm at a place now where I can talk about it. So if anybody wants to hear more, I can definitely come back and really try to get into it a little more. But all in all, though, I would love for you guys to join my journey, see what I have coming, and just, you're on this journey with me. I don't see myself as like somebody, you know. I want to interact. I want to talk with you guys. I want to engage with you guys. I want you guys to leave comments. Let me know something. I'm on this journey, and I want people to come on this journey with me. I would love the support. So, yeah, guys. So, I hope you guys stay tuned. I have so much more. I'm still working. I'm still practicing. I'm still trying to put out content. I'm still going, and I would just love, once again, if you guys just join me along the way. All right, guys. Bye.